This is at once in one.
Right.
Definitely we'll know the reason for his movement.
Maybe CKN we know, although people, some will say that he has freedom of movement. He can move from one place to the other, freedom of association, and all of that. It's still movement.
Of course.
So, and CKN, let's just get your perspective.
Are very close to some of them.
That's why I came to him, because I know he must have an insight to the move. Even though he said the Holy Spirit led him over.
Sir? Vero. How many times did I call you?
I think it's 2.
3. You didn't hear the last one. But seriously, I think we should look at this from 2 angles.
Right.
Constitutionally and morally. Constitutionally, does he have a right to move? And as you rightly said, he has the right. There is nothing in this constitution that prevents anybody from moving from one party to the other. You rightly said also that every Nigerian has a right of association. So you can associate with anybody. If I decide not to be your friend tomorrow, you don't owe me. I don't owe you an obligation. You don't owe me, so we move on. So on that premise, he is right. Yeah. But we also look at it from moral perspective. That is where the issue is. And somebody has once described, especially Nigerian politicians, as like footballers who move clubs based on the highest bidding. Yes. So yes, there's a bid, of course. Also look at it from the point that even in footballers, I'm going back to football. There's what we call windows. Okay.
We are in that window.
So we are in that window now. You just know that Ronaldo just moved from his club to Man. But I guess footballers are more professional than our politicians. Let me tell you why. And that is where the moral question comes in. Ronaldo was to move, and the first team that came from Ronaldo was Man City. A rival team to Man U that he played for several years and became a legend there. They were to pay him more. But some people just spoke to him and said, Ronaldo, it's not about money. In fact, Sir Alex Becker said, young man, you are a legend in this place. Don't go and rubbish yourself. This is a rival club. And the guy just believed in that. He didn't bother about the money and the rest of them. He went back to Man U. That is something you don't find with our politicians. But as Sheson rightly said, he's not the first to move. Neither is he going to be the last. Just yesterday, Senator Sani moved from PRP, from APC to PRP, from PRP to PDP. And so many. Atiku moved from APC from PDP to APC, from APC to PDP. I don't know where he's going to move to in 2023. But the moral question for me there is most of the things that he has said. Fani-Kayode was caught on tape calling Buhari a killer. It is there. He was caught on tape saying that Buhari, during the time he was chairman of PTF, stole that distinct blind. That in fact he was to be prosecuted. If not for the fact that there was a witness that was supposed to be part of the prosecution that died. If not, that Buhari should be in jail by now. He went ahead to say so many things. In fact, there was a point where he said that he can never bow to Buhari. And to cap it up, he says, until Jesus comes. I was wondering whether Jesus has come. Jesus hasn't come.
No, he said he was led by the Spirit.
Oh, the Jesus now have told him to the Spirit of Jesus. No, what this means is that, first and foremost, we have to understand that the internet doesn't forget. And we also chew our words carefully. We should chew our words carefully before what happened now. He has a moral burden on him, irrespective of...
Okay.
The last one is that I have been thinking of what gain that Fani-Kayode is going to be to APC. I have not seen. Fani-Kayode has never contested any election and won any election in Nigeria. That is a fact. All he has had were appointments. He was appointed into the Obasanjo regime and the rest of them. He became minister and the rest of them. Does Fani-Kayode have a constituency? As far as I'm concerned, he doesn't. Probably on Twitter and Facebook and the rest of them. That is where his constituency. But I don't know what he's bringing to the table. And that was a statement issued by the senior special advisor to the president on political matters. Yes, Senator that's my senior. This is my senior in the industry. Anyway, Babafemi Ojudu, where he was practically crying that why on earth would they allow Fani-Kayode to join it? That that today is the saddest day in his political life and rest of it. Whether he will be accepted in the APC or not, that is left to be. But I know that
the president has accepted him.
Well, the president doesn't have an option. Under the circumstances, Buhari doesn't have any say in this. He went ahead and said that he has motivated so many governors to move from one party to another, and me has to come in that. These are rhetorics. But the fact remains that our politicians have no shame. That is the fact. One will be in PDP today, tomorrow. Yes, you say what?
I wanted to ask the question, this issue of morality, does it really have a role to play when we are talking about politics?
It does. Let me tell you.
It does.
The integrity matters a lot.
Yeah.
In every aspect of human life, integrity matters. Your words should be your honor. Whether you are in politics or whatever you call yourself. Yeah. You know why? Because tomorrow you don't know where you find yourself. People are watching. People are listening and the rest of it. If you lack integrity, then every other thing you do collapses. And that is where every man principle is based. If you lack integrity, irrespective of whatever you find yourself and the rest of them, our politicians now does this local policy now belle we are belle face.
Now you talk.
Now me talking now. It's my we are belle face. That is where they don't care about even the people they are representing. If anyone has any opportunity tomorrow and rest, if PDP wins the presidency in 2023, you can be rest assured that all these people running to APC will jump back.